Welcome to the Surviving to Thriving podcast that helps women leaders in nonprofits get out of survival mode and thrive in both leadership and life. I'm your host, leadership development coach Kathy Archer, and I help women leaders enjoy impactful leadership. Think for a moment about a leader that you admire. What is it that you admire about them? Are they honest? Are they inspiring? Are they optimistic? Do they lead with integrity? Now think about a different leader that maybe you admire. In the world today, we have many of our chief medical officers that have really shown the world that they are strong leaders, that they are able to deal with the challenges that they're faced with a level of composure and confidence. They show up again and again and answer tough questions. And I can think of Dr. Hinshaw in Alberta. She never gets defensive and she admits when she's wrong. And she takes sort of some of the snide comments in stride and doesn't get triggered by them. And so she's leading with a sense of hope and optimism while maintaining her composure. One would say that she leads with integrity or that she's strategic. And again, you can think of many leaders like this. What we're looking for in our leaders is strong character. When you think about somebody as a leader, you think about, what do others say about them? What do people say about them behind their back? What's their reputation? What are they known for? And all of those things sort of describe their character. Character is the particular combination of qualities that you have that makes you distinctly you. It's partly your personality, it's partly the way you were raised, it's partly your genes, it's partly your choice about how you show up and conduct yourself in the world. And what we want in our leaders, the number one trait we're looking for is integrity. And integrity is aligning your values and ethics and your morals. So you walk the talk, you do what you say you're going to do. When my staff questioned my integrity, it's because I wasn't walking the talk. I was saying things like, I've got your back, I've got you guys covered, I'm going to support you, and then I didn't. Or I would tell them it's really important that, we balance work life, do what you need to do to take care of your family and make sure you are taking extra time off if you need to when you start to feel overwhelmed. And then I wasn't. I was the one working 12, 14-hour days, coming in on the weekend, doing extra work, or I was falling apart. So I didn't walk the talk. And that's where my staff started to question my integrity. And that's the important piece for us to remember, is character is not about intentions, it's about actions. It's how you conduct yourself. So I can mean to go have that conversation with that person all I want, but if I don't actually walk down the hall or pick up the phone and have that conversation, then I'm not going to be seen as the caring, compassionate leader. Or I can talk about, it's important to discuss things before they get really tense and tight. But if I'm the one who avoids conflict all the time, then I'm not walking my talk. And that's what we're looking for in our leaders, is we want them to be clear and focused. We want them to be honest. We want them to be inspiring and motivating. We want them to maybe challenge our assumptions or challenge the way we do things. We certainly don't want them to avoid conflict. We want them to take conflict on in a way that makes us move through it together as a team more effectively. We want them to be confident. We don't want our leader to be wishy-washy and not sure and indecisive. We want them to be able to make decisive decisions. So how do you get to that point? How do you become that leader who leads with integrity and has a strong character? There are 3 steps that you need to take. First, it's to identify the type of leader you want to be. What are those character traits that you want to develop and establish in yourself? This isn't a switch that you turn on. You can't snap your fingers and suddenly say, I'm a leader who leads in integrity. In fact, you can't choose to lead in integrity. Your actions may make others view you as being in integrity, but you can't sort of choose that. It's your conduct that help other people describe you as that. So the first step to developing your character is to identify 2 or 3 character traits you want to work on. The second step is to write down the actions that you can do to build that character trait. So if you want to be seen as reliable, what are the things that you need to do to have others deem you as a reliable person? Well, you need to show up on time for meetings. You need to meet deadlines. You need to be there when they're feeling overwhelmed and need somebody. You can't overextend yourself, but if you say, I'm going to be there, you need to be there, or people aren't going to see you as reliable. If I have a question and I'm struggling, and the protocol is for me to phone you when I need help, and I phone you and you never answer the phone, or I leave a message and you don't get back to me for 2 or 3 days, I'm not going to judge you as being reliable. So that's a strategy. That's a conduct, the way you conduct yourself, that you can start to hone. I'm going to be there when I say I'm going to be there. And then you need to document your progress. So first step is identify the character trait you want to work on. Second step is to look at, okay, how do I demonstrate that to people? What conduct, what actions, what behavior do I have to do? Because remember, it's not what you say, it's not your intentions, it's your actions that matter. So you have to take that to the next step. How am I conducting myself? So identify those 2 or 3 steps. Write down the actions that you can do to build that, and then document your progress. Now, I have a little challenge for you to help you with this today. If you head over to kathyarcher.com/guides, and the link is below, you're going to find the 5-day conduct challenge. And what it's going to do is it's going to help you start to develop your leader character, to have your team or the community or the people you serve talk about you, describe you in a way that you're proud of. They're going to talk about your character and say that you are honest, reliable, that you lead with integrity, that you are inspiring, motivating, encouraging, that you build people up, that you create strong teams. That's what you want them to describe you as. So the 5-day conduct challenge is going to help you do that. So the first thing you're going to do is look at, what conduct do I want, not from you, but from your staff. And so here's the trick of this 5-day challenge. You're looking at, how does my behavior impact my team? So what conduct do I want from my staff? I want them to be reliable. I want them to support each other. I want them to get things in on time and be timely and precise and have accuracy. Those are words, right? Find the words that you want. And then consider how your actions role model that. That's the kicker for you. It's not enough to say it and demand it and expect it. If you are a leader who leads with character, who leads with strong integrity, you walk the talk. You do what you say is important. You say it and then you follow up by demonstrating it. And that's what we want in this 5-day challenge. We're looking at you to look at, what conduct do I want for my team? How can I role model it? And then chart your progress. So again, if you head over to the kathyarcher.com/guides, you'll find a little quick cheat sheet that's going to help you with those questions so that you can remember to manage your behavior. If you're looking to become the type of leader that people describe in a way that you would be proud of, you have to get control of your character by getting control of your conduct. It's not enough for you to say, I have integrity, I'm an honest leader, I show up on time, I am decisive. You have to demonstrate that. And that's the hard part. So head on over, grab that guide sheet, start working through for 5 days, do that quick challenge. And that's, my dear, what's going to help you develop that character that you can be proud of, that when you get those performance appraisals, people speak highly of you, that people talk in the community about the type of leader you are, that is the type of leader you want to be, the leader who leads with strong character. And that's, my dear, what's going to get you out of survival mode, where people aren't maybe talking about you in such pleasant ways, and moving to thriving, the leader with strong character in both your leadership and your life. Go make the rest of your day awesome, my dear. If you found today's episode helpful, then you are going to love the training library. Many women leaders in nonprofits wish that they had a coach or a mentor to help them, but they don't believe that they or their organization can afford it. Oh, but you can. Inside of the Training Library membership site, you will not only get access to affordable and easily accessible ongoing personal and professional development training, you will also have access to a leadership coach at your fingertips. That way, when you hit those inevitable challenges that leadership will bring your way, you'll have both the resources and the support to navigate your way through them with confidence, composure, and while keeping your integrity intact. To find out more, head to kathyarcher.com/library. If you are enjoying the show, I'd love it if you could leave me a comment or a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks for listening. Go make the rest of your day awesome.